Say hello to Mark Feely. Mark earned his infamous nickname, the of the North, due to many reasons. But before we get into all that, we should probably start at the beginning. Feely had all the usual social media platforms in 2019, including TikTok, where he would make videos duetting young-looking girls. Obviously, people caught on and called him out for being a weirdo. And for anyone who doesn't know, the duet feature allows people to make their own video right next to an existing one, almost like a reaction. And every time someone gets duetted, they get a notification for it. Mark was likely using this as a way to contact these girls online. He would also use the TikTok live feature to talk to these girls as well, where he would make tons of suggestive and not appropriate comments.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna get hold of her. I'm gonna go to Vodafone soon and get.
Phone you getting?
I might be getting the iPhone 12.
Check you, iPhone 12.
Stop me out. What? Did I say out, Molly? Did I?
What are you chatting you?
Molly? What are you on about? Molly? What the are you on about?
Think you should have Molly.
Yeah, it's Molly there. It was just fucking. You call me Molly? You call myself a legend? Yeah, I fancy putting my name as legend.
You are a legend.
And there's 51 people. Come on, I need to beat Ara.
You need to beat who?
Ara. Because he gets over like.
Mark, how old are you?
How old do I look?
I don't know.
Just guess.
I
Well,
don't know.
for my age, at 4'11", I do not look 33.
33?
Yeah. Well, don't look it.
No, you look...
Also,
Why?
chicken bastard! Yeah, well, are you a little bit... I'm reporting that comment, you little... Yeah, of course I'm 4'11".
Everyone's bullying you now.
I'm gonna let him. The little... They say what they want in my life, mate, because whatever they say, mate, no it's me.
Everyone loves you, really.
No hates me at all. I just get rid of all gives.
Here, Mark, add Molly in it.
Do you want me to add Molly?
Yeah,
all
add
right,
Molly.
Fair with me then.
Quick note, Mark's timeline is hard to put together. This video may not be in exact chronological order, but don't worry, it's all true. Back on topic, however, at this point Mark was online talking about dating this person who's named Megan. Megan is not of age, and Mark is in his mid-30s. He admitted to being in a relationship with this Megan, where he clearly states the age of this girl in a live. Mark Feely also gets into his feelies, crying about the fact that he and Megan split up because of arguments. Unfortunately, as someone who is in this space and who covers this kind of topic, I see these sorts of things way too much. I don't know why, but actually I do know why. But I don't know why these people who think that dating a younger person is a good idea get surprised when the relationship isn't functional. It's almost like being in your mid-30s with almost 30 years of experience as an adult will not be able to mix well with someone who isn't even an adult. The age of consent exists for this exact reason. It's to protect the younger individual who has no life experience, no adult experience, from getting taken advantage of by someone who knows exactly what they're doing.
I look even sexier now when I've had a shave, don't I, girls? But that's for you, Megan, my darling. What do I mean? What do I mean? Right, I put it in two ways, Megan. I put it in a good way as well. You know when you said you were and we was in a relationship. Last year, me and Megan split it up because we had arguments. Right, I'm going to explain actually. What it were, when I was talking to Megan, I did ask Megan out to get with her.
Unfortunately, since the age of consent is so low in the UK, Mark is legally allowed to do this certain thing, since the girl meets the age requirement, 16. But keep in mind that legality and morality are two separate things. They may be intertwined a lot, but legality is not an absolute for the basis of morality. I see this a lot in lolcow spheres. People think that just because someone's doing is fringely legal, then that makes it okay. For almost 200 years, Jim Crow laws existed, which made racial segregation completely legal. And even today, as we speak, in a lot of areas in the world, being gay can land you at least 20 years in prison, and in a lot of circumstances, it can even cost your life. These are just a few examples of how morality and legality don't always mix. I hope you can understand. And this point is proven more when you see that Mark had so many live streams where he was talking to girls who look exceedingly young. There was even a particular instance where he talked very weirdly with one of these girls and tried to guilt trip her by saying that no one loves him. I wonder why. As if this wasn't creepy enough, Mark would bring around a painting of a little girl with him. Why, you ask? I think you could probably put two and two together, but technically no one knows the real reason, technically speaking. But with the context of who he is, what he's done, this is creepy, especially since he hung it up right next to an explicit photo. The events that transpired next are really not that surprising, given the context of him dating Megan and all the other gross stuff I mentioned before. Mark got exposed for messaging another girl who isn't of age, but this time he was confirmed to send a picture of his English sausage to her, which clearly made the girl uncomfortable, as she was saying, "That made it worse, and I feel sick." Mark then replies with, "Babe, I'm sorry, XX," which the girl replies back with, "No, there's no sorry, you've done it now." What Feely does next is outright disgusting. He tries to lie and manipulate this girl by saying that he has cancer, which isn't even true. And if it was, it doesn't magically make what he did okay. The girl reacted accordingly, telling him, "STF you, no you don't, that's not something to joke about." Mark kept getting away with all of this. He faced absolutely zero consequences for his horrible, reprimandable behavior, until he was put up for trial, where he was accused of breaching a risk order, or risk of harm order. Mark was given bail and was released for the same charges in 2022. And as if the news of this wasn't bad enough, it was reported that someone set fire to an apartment building, or block of flats as the British say, that they suspected Mark lived in. Now, as much as I'd like to see these predators get what they deserve, it's never okay to commit these kinds of acts. Vigilantism is illegal for a reason. Innocent people often end up getting hurt. This is closely intertwined with the topic I'm going to mention next: sting operations and predator catches. Of course, catching a predator is a good thing. We all think so, right? Well, a lot of the times, especially with the viral clips you see, these predators don't get caught. They get slapped around for views and then let go, without getting properly arrested or facing real consequences for their actions. People who do this kind of thing, and you know the ones I'm talking about, don't care about your kids. They only care about their view count and the money they're getting from beating these predators up. The only thing that they're teaching these predators is to be more careful. They aren't facing any real consequences. At worst, I've seen them with a busted up lip or maybe a black eye. Those heal within a few weeks. But if they were to properly execute a sting operation, they get a record that stays with them for life. Something that we actually need to see happen. Luckily, some more sensible people have conducted sting operations on Mark, and it's happened to him at least 5 different times, along with the many people who have confronted him, so I'll be showing a few clips of that.
You getting took? Where are you getting took? Don't touch me.
Can I have the police please straight away? I've got people else.
See you later.
Which train?
Why are you here?
The train station.
Why are you here?
Sorry.
Kids here? Is that what it is?
No, don't. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. No, they're still here. No. Taking pictures. Video.
Taking pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell everyone who you are.
What?
Tell everyone who you are, Mark.
Yeah, can you hear in the background?
Anyone here knows who he is. Mark Feely, Google him. He's been done everywhere in the UK for little girls. And now he's being re-upped here by the council.
And my name's not Mark Beale actually.
Yeah, but got changed.
I've changed it, yeah.
Yeah.
So best thing you can do, mate.
Best thing you can do is don't raise your voice to me.
Leave me alone.
Come here, everyone in here, you should know who this is.
Yo, where you living, you little bastard? You lucky you can't smash you up, cause yo, man don't wanna go back to jail, you get me? But suck your mum. You're in Birmingham, bro. You're not in Europe. Suck your mum, you up. Yo, dirty Mark Feely, yeah? Rat bastard, then. Huh? Mark Feely, yeah? You smelly bastard.
Stand here, man. Stay there. Stand
Leave me
there.
alone.
Stay there.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Look at this.
Leave me alone.
Listen, stay there, you little twat.
Leave me
Stand
alone.
there.
Leave me alone.
Do you message
Leave me alone.
young kids on
Leave
that?
me alone.
Do you, I'm not saying nothing to you. I'm keeping you here. I'm gonna hold you.
Leave me alone.
Do you mess around with
No.
young?
Go.
You're from a different area, you little.
Leave me
You think you
alone.
can come in Adam Rock? You little.
Leave me alone.
Listen to me. You got one fucking week to get the out of this area. Do you hear what I'm saying?
alone.
Do you hear what the I'm saying?
Leave me alone.
Do you hear what the I'm saying? You know what I do to people like you? I smash their mother head in. You dirty, you dirty, you dirty bastard. You're a dirty. Get the I'm off area. All right. Hey, you hear me?
There was also another instance that was recorded and lasted 40 minutes. It got taken down by YouTube, but luckily, interesting stuff from around the world archived some of it. He also provided a lot of the content in this video, so thank you to him. Mark states in the video that nothing will happen to him. He showed absolutely zero remorse for what he's done. Mark also states that the police know him, and I bet the police do know him for the amount of times he's been caught. Mark's sister even pulls up on him and calls his behavior out, which was sadly not caught. But the sister did say some not so nice things about Mark, and Mark admitted that that woman was his sister.
You think you can get away with it, and you can't now. Time's up, lad. Simple as.
You know what's happening? I'm telling you
Yeah,
now.
trust me, I'll
Do
tell
you
the
reckon
police.
you're going to get away with it, do you?
Police not.
Do you reckon you're going to get away with it
Police
again?
knows me. Police knows me.
The police knows you, so it's alright because the police know you.
The people who caught him said that Mark was arrested and that the evidence was given to the police. They also state that Mr. Feely was arrested before on similar charges, but was released due to mental health reasons. And again, in this instance, Mark was released. There's also a video of him in a hotel getting confronted, where he just tells them to get out of his room. The video has copyrighted music, so it will be muted. I do not know why or how Mark keeps getting released and keeps getting away with this kind of stuff. The police really need to start doing their jobs. The station they were working with apparently lost files of the case, claiming that there wasn't enough proof. And when questioned about not questioning one of the victims, they claimed they would reach out, which never happened. Mark doesn't even deny the fact that he's guilty, because he knows very well that he is guilty. Mark doesn't deny it because he knows he can get away with it due to the police's incompetence. Mark wants to be seen as the helpless victim every chance he gets, and blames his disabilities for the reason as to why he's a predator. Feely has moved all around the UK to avoid criticism and harassment. The government helps him move around, and he lives off of disability payments. He quite literally uses the money the government gives him to commit crimes by talking to these young girls. This is disgusting, and there's nothing being done about his actions. There are even videos out there where the police blatantly protect Mark and even arrest the people calling him out.
Just come with me. Get you in a new house so you can touch up our kids. Why are you talking? Look at him with his crack on. Why are you talking with Come on, Mark. Not some. Touch up some more. Are we? Come on, Mark. Come on, mate. Get back on the train and where you came from.
Do you want to get arrested?
For what?
For saying, swearing in the street.
Swearing?
At him.
He's a lot.
Away.
Sorry, I'm just coming. I'm not breaking the
Stay
law.
up there.
I'm not breaking the law.
You got a straight.
Come on, Mark. Come on.
Stay up.
I'm not going anywhere.
You are going to get arrested any second. Get out of my face.
Come on, Mark. Get back to Doncaster.
Right.
Right.
You're going to get arrested.
Listen, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Right, get arrested.
Alright, what for? Yeah, I'll record this.
Right,
go on.
then you
Record
go
this,
on.
right? Record this.
I shall randomise and play.
What's your name?
Okay. I'm not gonna do that.
What's your name?
I love it.
I'm trying to get him. Tomorrow being arrested. No?
What's your name?
I'm not calling his name out. I am broken it off.
Right, let's not finish yourself.
Alright, I am broken it
What's
off.
his name?
I don't know. And if I did, I won't tell you.
Yeah, we'll be trying to nick the jacket.
But now we get to the question of why is he getting away with this stuff? Well, I have a few reasons. Firstly, the Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, requires a high threshold of evidence to secure convictions for these kinds of offenses under the S-Word Offenses Act of 2003. Even though Feely admitted to committing these crimes and there's evidence from the predator catching groups, the CPS has reportedly deemed the evidence insufficient or inadmissible in court. For example, the aforementioned 2022 case, it was dismissed due to lack of evidence, or at least according to the West Yorkshire Police. The second reason is his mental health or his disabilities. The CPS and courts have cited his learning difficulties and mental health issues as factors complicating prosecution. Reports indicated that these conditions have been used to argue diminished responsibility or incapacity, potentially leading to cautions rather than convictions. Basically, the police are letting him get away with this stuff just because he's a little messed up in the head. The third reason is the vigilantism that I mentioned before. These predator hunting groups, even though they exposed Feely, may undermine legal cases by using methods that courts view skeptical due to potential entrapment or unreliability. For example, the stings, quote-unquote. Sting operations are known to be conducted by police for a reason. It's a law enforcement method, and when amateurs do it, it can complicate the legal process, like I mentioned before. And finally, I think the biggest reason is the failure of the UK's court system. Their laws are written so poorly that there are so many loopholes. That is why Feely keeps getting away, and it is the central reason as to why he isn't behind bars. Anyways, after everything that occurred, Mark ended up going ghost for a little over a year, until he came back through Twitch under the username AndrewTwitch27. And no, it's not Andy Ditch's secret Twitch account. If you look at the profile picture, it looks just like Mark, and the About Me states, "I am a new stream, just hope you follow my Twitch cause this is my hoodie for my jobs. I never work in me life in the past, now is the time for me to making money on Twitch." Given the broken English, I think it's safe to say that Mark is the streamer. If you look at his connections, there's a now suspended X account. Thankfully, it's sad that he actually thinks he can make it on Twitch and make money off of it. You would think that Mark would have learned his lesson with the amount of times he has been caught. But nope, he just keeps going. He keeps doing these horrible things and getting away with it. Mark knows he isn't innocent, he just knows he can get away with it. It's sad to see that people like Mark Feely exist, living off of government funding after committing so many crimes and doing so much harm to kids and their families. I might make an update video if anything new comes about Mark, but for now this is it. Thank you for watching, please leave a like and a comment, and join my membership program if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and have a good day.